Alright, round 2. I have already scouted Making Smart Plays by watching the last round. For anybody that's running daily events, I'd highly recommend doing that. You just know which hands you should be keeping, whether you can keep slower hands, faster hands. It's just free information about what your opponent's playing. I only had to watch him drop one land, which was a Sandstone Needle. So most likely he's playing some sort of red-blue storm deck. But we'll definitely know for sure in the next couple turns. I just don't know any other decks that really play Sandstone Needle, unless he's playing some sort of accelerated red deck. But it doesn't appear so, since he's casting Gixtian Probe. Just want to see where he's at, even though it's Impulse, Faithless Looting, or Probes. It's kind of unfortunate for me. This is the one matchup I'd actually like to have Empty the Warrens and that was strange. Huh. So he drew both those land, he started to discard both those land. So he's planning on just winning next turn. That would be my only guess. Let's see how many spells I cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm drawing 2 extra cards, so 6, 7, 8. So I need to be able to cast one more spell on my next 2 cards. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need to be able to cast one more spell on my next 2 cards. I need to make sure I can generate double red. Well, let's just see. There's his Empty the Warrens. Okay, so I should have enough here. I've definitely been incorrect a couple times before. So I just want to make sure. Cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Metamorphosis actually needs to get me another spell, or I need to use Shred Memory to grab another card drawer. We'll run it. We'll give it a shot. What's the worst that happens? I lose the game. That's the worst that happens. I already can get my black, so I want to make sure I generate double blue here in case I draw Ideas Unbound. Chromatic Spear is fine also. Just wanted to make sure I was going to be able to make sure I have Threshold. Actually, yeah, it doesn't actually really matter what I generate. Should have cast 9 spells, there should be 10. I guess I didn't need that many. Forgot that you had cast Gixtian Probe. Lesson learned, look at your opponent's life total. Alright. Definitely taking out, you know, I did like this. 1 Gixtian Probe out for 1 Faithless Looting. But pretty much we're running the same. Kind of want to bring in all the duresses. The problem with bringing in all the duresses, you sort of dilute your own combo. And if he gets a fast start, since he'll be going first, it's a little bit of a risk. Actually, it's probably a reason why you want to have 3. My problem is that, you know, we only have 4 lands in 5 chromatic stars, or stars and spheres, to be able to cast them in the first couple turns, and so you're more likely to cast them as you're trying to go off. So torn. I'm just going to go with 2 for now. And it sort of does double duty. Really wish I had a way to generate red mana. I'm gonna say no. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully he just doesn't cast a bunch of goblins first turn. I was not expecting this. Let's hope I don't die this turn. He's going to have 3 spells in Assault Strobe and I die. Or 2 spells in Assault Strobe and I die. Does he have the Assault Strobe? That is not Assault Strobe. Oh, he's getting in there though, that's for sure. Is that 14? That's 6. So if he draws another spell, I lose. That seems unfortunate for me. And I guess I will cast this for 2 life. Hopefully I can get enough goblin tokens here. Yeah, it's always the worst to draw a land. Well, let's do this. Ooh. Kind of constrained on mana this time. Well, we gotta sack this for red, because we need to be able to cast Rite of Flame. Actually, we get a little bit of a bump because he had one in his graveyard. We're actually going to use this for blue. That was probably the second best card we could have drawn. These were the 3 worst cards we could have drawn. Because now we have to guess what ritual we're going to draw. And it has to be either Dark Ritual or Rite of Flame. Well, we're going to go with Dark Ritual. Let's hope. That is not Dark Ritual. Nope. Guess there's an outside chance he draws a land. Problem is I have to discard 3 cards. 6 cards. Yeah. So even if he breaks, I basically can't come back, so. I think we're just going to keep it the way it is. Definitely don't want to put in, kind of want to put an Echoing Decay in. The only reason I don't is because if he goes back towards the Empty the Warrens plan instead of the Kiln Fiend plan, well, we don't have any card drawers, but we have acceleration, so we will keep and hope we draw Ideas Unbound or something else. Even to Empty the Warrens would be beneficial. If I drew Empty the Warrens, I would actually just run it out there and pray he doesn't have Echoing Truth or whatever the red spells are that are played that deal 1 damage to all creatures. Well, more Metamorphoses, which isn't bad. Just need the ideas. This will be a big empty. So he just doesn't kill me straight up. That would be very sad. And he can kill me if he's got empty and goblin. Good game? Nope. That's good. I get at least to get another turn. Oh, we get ideas. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. And the reason I'm going to say go is because I would be left with 6 life, and he can't cast Goblin Bushwhacker here, so he can't kill me next turn, unless he has something else that gives his guys all +1/+1. And I'm just going to risk it. You know, there's the outside chance he could draw a Metamorphosis and then just draw Goblin Bushwhacker off of that, which would really be unfortunate, but it's definitely looking up for me, unless of course he drew his 1 sideboard card, Echoing Truth, or 1 damage to all creatures. Alright, I guess it's also going to be unfortunate if he drew a Dispel. Let's hope he did not draw a Dispel, shall we? No Dispels, which is good. I actually need black mana in this case, just so I can get the rituals going. I want to have more blue, in case I draw any more ideas. Well, I really like it when other decks play Rite of Flame. Well, we got 1/2 of our combo. Let's hope we can get the other one in the next 3 cards. It's not looking good. Oh, there we go. Oops. I didn't get a chance to say good game, but yeah, that's I guess I haven't played against that version enough, but I've seen Making Smart Plays around for a long time. He's been playing Pauper for probably longer than I have, if I remember correctly. He was I'm pretty sure he was one of the people that used to just crush the PEs week after week. And that's why a lot of people started playing Pauper, was because he was so consistently making top 8s when they used to run Pauper PEs, that people were like, hey, you know, the deck only costs, you know, back then $6 to make, and this guy is raking in like 48 packs every week. We should definitely get on there. But so if he's playing the deck, I'm sure he's tested multiple ways from Sunday. And I'm sure every decision that he made was probably correct. So not my not necessarily my deck to play. Definitely feels a lot like Infect, at least with the Kiln Fiends in there, where you just sort of drop Kiln Fiend and get a Goblin Bushwhacker maybe in the same turn, but instead of using your basically all your rituals and draw spells are also your pump spells. So I can see its pros and cons, but definitely don't have a whole lot of experience playing against that deck. So, but now we just have to wait till next round, and we'll see who our next opponent is. So, see you next round.